Yeah, a minute 15 to go, but I'm going to go ahead and call it. Miami, you lose. This is pitiful. Louisiana Tech just scores again, 14-0. A minute 15 to go in this game. First shutout in the history of the Independence Bowl, which aptly renamed this year to the Walk-On Bowl. Listen, Miami earned an invitation to this Walk-On Bowl. They earned it and they deserved it. They have walk-on talent. That's what Miami has. These fans can keep crying about Dan Enos and Manny Diaz and Jaron Williams and Tate Martell. You can cry about all these players and coaches. You can do whatever you want. You don't have any talent. Miami's program is dead. This is it. The program is dead. Outclassed by Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech, more motivated, better coached, better players. And that's the part that the Miami fans, even the ones who have accepted the fact that Miami is not any good and hadn't been for the majority of their lifetime, they still, too many of them are still clinging on to this idea that Miami has elite talent and it's all the coach's fault. There's no talent on this team outside of one or two players, and that's not enough to get anything made. Look at this. Running for his life, intercepted, dropped, I guess. I mean, Jaron Williams is, and this is what's bad. Jaron Williams is a true freshman. He's starting next year. He's a trash can. It's not Dan Enos' fault that Jaron Williams is completing 35% of his passes, is it? This is pitiful. This is pitiful. I'm going to say it for the millionth time. This was not a bad season for Miami. This was a typical Miami season. Miami's a terrible program. You didn't have a bad year or a down year. You're not one recruiting class away. You're not one new offensive coordinator away. You're a terrible friggin' program. Here's a good analogy for you. You know what Miami is? Miami Hurricanes football program is like Fred Sanford's junkyard. Ain't that right, Grady? Yeah, type about it. I don't know what to tell you. This is pitiful. This is pitiful. This is a dollar store version of anything even remotely close to what Miami used to be. This is pitiful. This is like if you went into one of those old-ass antique stores or consignment shops in one of those little rinky-dink podunk towns out in the middle of nowhere, right? And they sell all this old shit. You go in there with your kids and you're like, see that, son? That's called a home phone. We used to use those. Yeah, it was called a landline. You're going to have to go into places like that now just to hear stories of the good old days when Miami used to be able to beat teams like Louisiana Tech and FIU. So congratulations, first shutout in the history of the Independence Bowl, which is now forever going to be known as the Walk-On Bowl, because Miami showed up to this game, the Walk-On Bowl, with walk-on talent, and got absolutely humiliated now by Louisiana Tech. Here, Jaron Williams throwing up a prayer, a miracle, Hail Mary. Another interception by Jaron Williams here. Oh, damn, they dropped it again. Louisiana Tech keep dropping interceptions. Jaron Williams doing his best to throw it to him. Just can't get it done. 30 seconds still to go. Best case scenario for Miami, get the hell out of this game before Louisiana Tech score again. This is embarrassing, humiliating, sad, pathetic, dismal. I'm serious. You're going to have to go into one of these old antique stores and there's going to be some old man in the corner and he'll regale you with tales of how Miami used to be able to do amazing things like beat FIU. Now you're the 7th best team in your own state. God almighty, that's pitiful and sad. 305! His turnover team with 305 on it. Listen, there's a reason all these elite high school players from the 305 get the hell out of there and don't go to Miami. And it's not because you don't recruit them. I keep hearing this. I don't know why we don't recruit these South Florida players. Hey, Dillhole, you do recruit them. God dang it. You do recruit them. They just don't choose to go there. Golly, if there's a high school recruit anywhere in America that's smart enough to fog a mirror, he ain't going anywhere near Coral Gables.